Here with wide receivers coach Scott Oakley. Coach, we just wrapped up the 5th day of practice. You know, you've got a lot of young receivers. I guess that's an understatement. You have all freshmen this year. How big of a challenge has it been for you just getting those guys to buy in what you're telling them?
Well, it's been a challenge with a lot of hard work. Guys come in with great attitudes and got a lot of ability at the receiver spot, which is crucial. You can't teach ability, but a lot of hard work, and it's once they're learning the plays and start establishing what to do. It takes more technique in college than it is so at the high school level, which is getting into fundamentals, and they're getting a lot better at it. Day 5, a lot better than day 1, so got high hopes for them, and just hard work's going to get us there.
Without singling out a certain guy, just sat through a film session a little while ago. Guys are very animated in there, and they like to be singled out when they do something correct. You know, could you maybe pinpoint 1 or 2 players that really have, you know, a guy that came in on day 1 that just didn't have a clue, and now in the last couple of days has really kind of started to get the feel out there? Right.
Well, with 9 freshmen, you know, they all come in there kind of wide-eyed and not really knowing what to expect. But we've had several guys that, you know, that come in. Josh Hamilton and Montrese Sweeney and Robert Liggins, and you know, a lot of guys that come in that, you know, had a lot of ability, but once they learn our system and that kind of stuff, are just gradually seeing the improvement, which is a positive thing for us as a coaching staff to see our guys finally getting to where we wanted to get them, and that way we can fine-tune things, and as we go, we're getting closer to games and scrimmages and that kind of stuff, which is really exciting. So happy to see those guys, and a lot of other guys that are just really stepping it up and you know, getting better. And that's all we can ask for as coaches.
Well, you look at the staff from top to bottom. You're the longest tenured coach here, I believe, entering your 10th season. You've seen a lot of success here, especially with the wide receiver position. Had another All-American last year, and receiver Lance Ray was going on to East Carolina. Do we have that kind of caliber this year? You think that I know it's way too early to tell, but could we get another one? I think you've had, what, 4 in the last maybe 5 or 6 years. You had Michael Lindsay, Lance Ray, thinking another one off the top of my head.
Miles White.
Miles White, now at Louisiana Tech. But you've had a really good you know, group of guys that have come in, at least one All-American. Is that potential there again this year?
Absolutely. I mean, these guys are young, but like I said, they're talented. They're working hard, great attitudes, and you know, these guys have got the ability, and that's what I tell them all the time. But you know, understanding how hard it is to be at that top echelon of receivers in the country, it just takes a lot of hard work, and we've got guys that can get there. We're not there yet, but the good thing is they do have the potential and the ability, and they're working hard and great attitudes. And as a coach, that's all I can ask for, and pleased to come out here every day and just work and grind with these kids, and hopefully see some results and have these kids get to where they want to get, and you know, hopefully we got 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 that are able to get to that status as a receiver.
I know in your tenure here, we constantly have big numbers in the receiving corps. Last year, I think 2,500 yards receiving, something like that. Don't have the notes right in front of me, but we have produced here. 2 days again tomorrow, be the second set of 2-a-days. Is it really starting on your receivers now? Soreness. These guys are starting to, you know, cramp up and stuff like that. Have you seen any of that in the last couple of days?
Well, we hadn't had any cramps as far as, you know, heat related, because these guys are in good shape, coming in good shape with summer workouts and that kind of stuff. But fatigue's definitely setting in, and we'll probably see it more tomorrow afternoon on our second go around of 2-a-days. But you know, that's to be expected. That's football. You gotta break them down to build them up, and they're getting to that stage. And I'm sure tiredness and soreness will all set in, but they're fighting through it, and they've been good sports about it and gone with a great attitude. And you know, they're building, and as much running as we do, they're gonna get tired. But hey, these guys are young men, and they're in great shape. So they're fighting through it and accepting the challenge.
Well, the season's getting closer and closer, so stay with it, Coach. Keep grinding, as you say, and season is just around the corner. So thanks for visiting with us, and continue to work with those young receivers, and hopefully more success this year on the field.
Absolutely. Thank you.